Right.
Hello, y'all. This is Ninja DC joining again, or for the first time, and pretty much only time in this case, for Star vs. the Force of Evil special movie season 3 opener thingy, Battle for Mewni. Joining me again is Unova.
Disney's going hype in here. We're gonna get a little wild. We're gonna get a little here. It's all the time we're gonna have to watch season 3 premiere with a movie, not just a 2-parter, 3-parter, and 4 episodes. Hey, this is Unova here. Reacting here on 8-Bit.
Yay!
And following him up as normal, Jen.
As is tradition. Hello, I'm Jen, and ready to watch Star vs. Force of Evil, Battle for Mewni. Da, da, da! Perfect.
And second.
Hi there, I'm the second opinion and critic first, fan second, yada yada. Let's get to the movie thing. After I do my impression of Marco in 20 years. Got a whale of a tale to tell you that, whale of a tale or two, about the flapping fish and the girls I've loved on nights like this with the stars above. Whale of a tale and it's all true, I swear by my tattoo. There was Jackie Lynn Thomas, caught my eye while on a skateboard, she's the reason. Never spent time on a date board, but the same day I won her heart for sure. The writers moved on and never looked back. Oh, well, not for sure.
Yeah. Thank you, commenters. It worked.
It worked.
Yep.
Now feed us more ideas for intros.
More.
Oh, next verse. There was heck of ooh.
That worked
For 4.
too well. That worked too well.
All right.
we're
Is
kidding.
everyone
No,
ready
he's supposed
for
to end
the
up with
movie? All right, everyone ready for the first episode in the 4-part movie thingy?
Yes.
All right. All right, everyone press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Here we go.
Ding.
Let's see
Or
this work.
ding.
Everybody.
The kiss anime.
Little while, I ain't from around here. I'm from another dimension. Don't get a little weird. Gonna get a good time. I ain't from around here. I'm from another world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking rainbows. I'm talking puppies. Pow, 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 pow.
It's gonna get a little weird.
Gonna get
Get
a little wild. I ain't from around here. I'm from another dimension.
And most epic opening, despite using the same song.
I'm glad they used the same
Well, because
song.
you can't
Love that
change
song.
perfection.
Agreed.
Hard to argue with that,
Love that
at
song.
least as far as we're concerned.
Mm-hmm.
So Ludo is gonna end up the villain again at some point.
I must be lonely.
Marco Diaz! Marco Diaz!
It's like the most lines we got from her ever.
Oh.
But something has.
Change is the most hardest concept. Oh.
That's a thing.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, the evil eye spine spell. Oh.
Oh my god!
Mhm.
Oh shit!
Okay, so it's-
Oh god!
so the Deus Ex of what Machina?
Ooh. Oh!
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Runaway carriage.
Butterflyer.
Nope.
And yep.
Yeah. Who could have seen that coming?
Dang it. Pyrokinesis. You failed me.
Glosseric's not here now. Who knows what he'd say?
Ooh.
Ah. Oh my god!
Dang it.
Whoa.
Your merchandise. Ooh. What?
Little rats.
Look at how big those
Blast.
rats are.
Stickball.
Oh, that poor rat's just like, I just want out of this.
No!
Oh
Yeah. Point to the mom on this one.
no! Yep.
Dang it.
Oh
Okay.
no!
It's the wand or nothing.
Ooh.
Dang.
Well, that don't look foreboding.
She can't not be Star. How does the deal get much bigger?
Yep. Jaw dropping. Okay.
Well, that escalated quickly.
And de-escalated quickly.
Hmm. Ooh.
I think the Queen's accent shows when she speaks that language.
Mm.
The walkers.
They're like the mind seagulls. Let's Deus Ex this Machina.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh no! What?
Huh.
Corn water.
What?
I saw corn
Nice.
chips down there.
I saw caramel
And
corn in there.
snookers.
Oh, Snickers. Uh, oh. Oh.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, that
Ooh.
was a sudden mood drop.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's a little soon for a smile.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
Dealing with the devil of the
plot-
family.
The plot she thickens.
Ooh.
Ooh. Aw.
No touching.
Oh. Hello there.
It's not crazy Nina or less crazy Nina.
Mm. I don't think I'm ever gonna like this
What?
character.
The lizard. Willie. Oh, River.
Little River.
Aw.
Ah.
Well, there you go. Buy yourself some time.
Aw.
Aw. Oh dear. Eat you.
Ooh,
Eat
Glossaric.
me.
Oh.
Moon sounds so much like a Miyazaki princess.
Wait, is this what made Toffee grow indifferent?
Oh shit. Oh. And this.
Meanwhile, in the Fortress of Solitude.
Ooh. Ooh.
What are we in for with this one? Surprise.
Oh. Oh,
Oh my god. Really?
Snookers. Get your Snickers today.
Trademark. Oh boy. You
Oh,
might not have
yeah.
wanted to do that.
Oh.
And
Hmm.
classic, what have I done? What it seems like, at least.
Thank you, Evil Mary Poppins.
Huh. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Just going into enemy camp like that.
Wow.
Ooh. The sorry meat.
I cannot fight, but I can queen.
Okay.
Oh, isn't that one isn't that guy the hitman from the future?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Toffee.
Ooh. Oh.
Ah!
Yeah! We're Jenn
Oh
arms!
my god.
Fist bumping it with your torn off arm.
Yeah! Ooh. And the name it for the heart. And there's
Whoa. And shot off his finger.
She just gave you the finger, pal.
Oh!
What?
He just Orochimaru, you butt! Ah.
That's all that happened.
And he just walks off?
Wow.
And he just walks off?
Mm. When a girl has to mature under extenuous circumstances.
Yep.
Okay, but now,
Oh!
how did that get rid of Toffee's powers? Does that mean he can't regenerate now, or what?
Oh my god!
Yep, there's a new closer.
Uh-huh.
Ow, ow.
Well, it could just be a movie-only thing, though.
Okay, but that was really
But,
epic for a closer.
Yes.
But just to go off, what she did is basically she didn't take away his power to regenerate, but she just took away his one finger, which scared away all of the other lizards and all the leadership of his army because they're like, oh crud, they can actually kill us. Because
so he needs it back because
more of a pride thing.
Huh.
So yeah, so it's the utmost importance to keep it hidden from him because it's a pride thing.
Okay.
Uh,
That's interesting, though.
huh,
Well, it's also because like he wants it to like they'll follow basically to end the earth or like sort of thing.
So sure, she can blast our limbs off, but Toffee can spend however many years it's been, 40, and eventually get his one limb back. So we're cool.
But there's also another thing I would also like to add to like your complaint second.
Oh.
Like the fact that it was only a one-time spell and the cost of it was just for Eclipse's release. Oh God, that is just way too impractical. Like you would think like, what if this didn't happen? Then you'd be like, oh, I just did this dark spell, but then and I gotta show my confidence or else everyone else would just jump me and then just kill me right there. Like, yeah, there's a lot of ways this situation could have gone wrong.
Yep.
Well, they do say that desperate times call for desperate measures.
All right, but everyone ready for? Let's get this second episode up. I think we'll take a little longer break for that in between. Let me see. I think this one.
Which one is episode 2? Are we doing right now?
Yep.
Actually, can we pause for just 1 minute? I will be right back. Just like 30 seconds. Be right back.
Didn't Moontrip said 2 minutes?
I can give like a few minutes like break.
I think she forgot to mute her microphone. Hello, the story of Jenn's 30-second break began.
I'll be right back.
You did only say 30 seconds, dude.
All right, let's see who's going to be back first.
I'm here.
All right. Wait for Jen. Oh. But yeah, you know, when second you have your episode 2 up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I also wanted to mention that, yeah, we can discuss more of Toffee's plan and all that. But I think that's a discussion for like after the 4th episode, just because finish it up.
Yeah. But, yeah.
The intro, though, is implying that Ludo's going to come back as the recurring enemy. So, yeah, meaning that Toffee's thing is probably going to be resolved in just this movie. Or at least for the time being.
If that happens, I would sort of be similar to like when I was watching Transformers Prize during their season 3 premiere, which was a 5-parter.
Sure. I mean, is that just going to be like the pattern of these seasons? Like the bad guy is Ludo, Toffee, Ludo, Toffee.
Ludo, lizard people.
Wait, Jen, are you back? I thought I didn't know if I heard of her earlier. Yeah, like that's sort of an interesting thing with the it's like the lizard people. I meant to mention, yeah, that's the one. It's not stated, but it's implied that that's the I can't remember his name. He had a fancy name. That's his Miss Haynes's
assassin. Assassin. No one can remember it really. It's just too obscure of a name, but
Rastafor. Yeah, that's it. It is Rastafor.
Rastafor. Oh yeah, Rastafor. I really did like his design. It looks like he permanently lost his eye, or just a gem was just too stuck up in his eye.
Good old Rastaford.
Mm-hmm. It was funny.
Yeah, I really hope they do something interesting with him this season, just because he had that sort of badass intro, then he got destroyed by a greeting card.
Yes.
A gift card.
Yeah, gift card of death.
I mean, I just took that as like a one-off gag, but yeah, then they brought him back, so it's like probably going to be something then.
And apparently there's a lot more lizards out there aside from those two. They make a formidable front for the monsters. And that's really cool.
I mean,
go ahead.
All right. Well, they were implying like this whole big battle of like this. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like it would come across as more of a full-scale conflict if we saw the whole thing, but as is, it plays a bit like something that could have happened in like one episode of the show with like. Okay, granted, like as in.
Yeah. So if you think about it, Roy, the only human that saw what happened was.
I gotta get back on this call. I just wanted to check. I'm going back and forth. Understand. All right. I'm gonna pass the lunch. I hear you. Oh, sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Jen. It's fine.
Okay. Sorry about that. It's just something I didn't mean to do that. I right on the call. It was just something serious. I had to check.
All right. Yeah. All right. Is everyone ready to begin? All right. Episode 2.
Yeah.
All right. Press play in 3, 2, 1. Play.
Here we go again.
Disney X the original.
There we go again.
And again, everybody.
A little while. I'm from another dimension. A little weird.
Yeah.
I'm talking rainbow. I'm talking
It's gonna get a little weird. I'm around here. I'm from another dimension.
Yeah.
Okay, I would love if the finale of it, they get like Tom and Ponyhead and just all their friends they've made over the series to team up and like. Ooh,
tacos.
Oh my gosh. It's Taco Tuesday.
Well, we know that he's actually Toffee now, so.
No, remember, like they were sent off to the taco place by the Heckapoo.
Oh yeah.
Up it's
still in there.
Would Toffee just relax like that? I wouldn't think so. That would totally be a little thing.
Oh gosh, all right. There was. Oh, do you know some eyes from that skull?
What?
And like he's missing a finger.
Wait, he still has his gem.
Wow.
Smart Alec. Oh no. The ego trip.
So, okay, Toffee, I feel like you should fill him in.
Oh.
Nah. That's more fitting. That's more fitting. Oh.
You know this relationship isn't going to work if the other one's an open book.
Looks like the book has its own mentality.
There you go.
I think the book got you.
Ooh. Ludo versus Book.
Is this going to be a Roadrunner cartoon? What is he cooking? Is that pudding?
He's trying to cook pudding.
Why? Wait. No!
Ow.
There goes
Pile
the
driver.
Ooh.
You get the explanation already. Well, we have it, but
Oh!
Oh no!
ow.
Huh?
Okay, he might have been knocked a little funny.
Oh!
Oh, 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 oh,
What the hell's going on here? What the heck is going on?
All right, let's get this going already. So wait, that was real.
Yeah. Well, we got fish people existing now.
Well, we already knew about mermaids when Star tried to cut off one's tail.
But like the, the reverse mermaids.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
What is that snapping?
Just the fact that Glossaryg was that pose of the fire is very disturbing.
It sounds like paper clippings. Mm.
Mm.
Ooh. A very manipulative relationship.
Twilight
you're trying to
Sparkle
pull.
agrees.
Wait. Glossaric. Oh.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Oh. He accomplished something.
Wow.
Oh. Damn. Ooh. Oh. Oh.
He was heavy on the makeup. So,
What?
well, this is what he does when he's away from the queen.
Oh my gosh, it's every single anime con I've gone to.
I want to know though, like when he turned from the meek little boy to this.
Hilarious.
Oh God.
Ah.
Oh, no!
Oh no.
No. Even by the second time.
Oh come on.
Parties take a lot of energy.
Yeah. Oh. Ew, God, the corn.
Ew.
Who could have seen that coming? My thing.
Everyone is just partying out from 2 nights of corn partying.
Old Duke.
Oh gosh. Oh.
How did this happen?
Scissors of Marco. Ooh.
Looks like anarchy down there.
Anarchy!
Anarchy? Wow. I didn't know he was this sad a ruler.
Oh my God.
Okay, well, we know he fights monsters.
Oh
Is this
boy.
just gonna, like, now he's useless?
And now?
Gee, I wonder how this will end.
There is no moat.
That was so deep. Though. We're about to die.
Marco's king now.
Oh no.
Ooh. Oh. Damn.
Oh my gosh, he's like a child.
I think Marco just said the right thing there.
Yep.
Well.
Ooh. Oh! Go! Oh!
What?
Body language miscommunication. Ew. Anticlimax! Ah!
Whoa.
Wow.
Hi. Didn't see that coming.
All right.
I feel like the old outro rather was a lot more memorable.
I feel like this
Oh
is
yeah.
I feel like this is more of a tribute to Sailor Moon more than anything now.
Yeah, definitely.
I
It
feel-
definitely has that anime kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
I
Although
feel
they
the
kept the
original
old
intro.
Good.
I was just saying, like, I do agree that the old intro is more memorable and just how it was so different. But at the same time, I feel this one is more epic. If that makes sense. Where like I feel like the old intro was more memorable, like because it's like unique, quirky song. But this one is like so much like people brought up paying tribute to like '90s anime, specifically like Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Only downside to that is it can come across as more like typical. But if they kept the old outro, it would be a lie now because the series is not currently about how Earth is a pretty great place by Star's reckoning.
Right.
Oh, compared to how Mewni is right now, it actually is still a pretty great place.
True.
Yeah, but it's not about that.
It's not about the Earth. It's all about the conflict within her home world.
Nope.
All right. Ready to jump on to the next episode?
Episode number 3. Yes.
Let's continue on with the Star Ride.
Star Marathon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is everyone ready?
Ready.
Give me a second. Okay.
Wait a minute. You said give you a second, but you are second.
Mm-hmm.
I know. It's what gives me strength.
Yep.
These seconds that you give. I'll stop that. But okay, yeah, ready when you are.
We're ready.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
And for number 3. And how's it going,
Still
everybody?
going strong.
Yeah,
Gonna
Gonna get a little wild, fight around here. I'm from another town.
Gonna get a little weird. Gonna get a good time. Gonna have around here. I'm from another. Woo! Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking rainbows. I'm talking puppies. Pow, 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 pow.
It's
Gonna get a little weird. Gonna get a little wild. I ain't from around here. I'm from another dimension.
All right.
Yay!
Well, yeah. Back to this.
Wow, we ran out of food. What are we gonna
Oh,
do?
no.
Triangles. Ew. Evil magic goo.
Ew.
So yeah, what's the explanation for that being replaced? Never
I
get.
might get it later.
Oh yeah, Glossric's dead. Ew. Oh.
Whoa.
All Star needed to do was the fish flop.
Whoa. Wow, you're not being observant, Moon.
Yeah. No novels.
Reckless abandoned. Snake.
Oh man, I definitely agree.
Buff frog.
Bullfrog.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Man.
All that, as in that happened more than once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creepy tree stuff.
Rude.
Woo! Oh, more anime references in the form of Japanese culture.
Oh, we saw that. We saw what you did there, Stark. Very clever.
Slugs.
Where that baby's at?
Oh,
Oh my God.
Someone didn't skip leg day.
No plan.
Me from what?
Oh!
Still, nice save.
Thank you. Ooh, a butterfly mark.
The tension.
Ah. Mm. Same game company, huh?
Great subtle commentary there. That was.
Oh! Oh. Damn. Oh.
Stuck his.
Whoa.
What? A hole.
Kids.
Wait, what's that? Oh, Katrina. So just the rat army was enough to conquer the kingdom.
Oh, and his magic.
Well, he can only do levitato and big blast.
Yeah, but remember, all their magic is basically not working, so.
Ooh. Ah!
Smash.
Mm.
Too much of a big head there.
Ew.
You certainly have a swell head up for yourself, Ludo. Oh!
Water.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wait.
Reach for the DuckTales.
Yes!
Hey. Okay. Apparently, it's kind of a myth that crawling through duct vents is at all plausible.
Yeah.
I'm guessing not, Ludo.
Ah! Oh, yeah.
What the hell?
Ah!
Oh my god.
About that. Hmm.
What the hell?
Oh my god. Wait, she was a mime?
No, the other one's a mime.
Oh my god. Oh.
Now, if he doesn't get the key and, like, the butter thing was an excuse for this to amount to nothing, I would be happy. Because I'm picky like that.
Ah!
Oh my god!
And there's a reason mimes don't talk.
Now this is how you do a proper cringy song.
Yeah.
Spike, take a note.
Whoa. Ooh. Oh!
Somebody else has it.
Aha!
Wow.
Using hatred for the greater good.
Oh my god!
What?
Standing there in Lux is abandoning your people.
No!
Oh no.
You gotta be kidding.
Huh. Wow.
Lemontato.
Oh.
Oh boy.
I'm just bobbing my head to that freaking song.
Me too. Yeah. I am just such a sucker for pop music.
Hey, who isn't?
I mean, then again, I did have an older sister in which, when I was like in elementary school, was listening to a lot of NSYNC and Backstreet
Oh, yeah.
Boys.
Oh, don't feel bad. Take it from a New Kids on the Block junkie right here, and still counting.
You people make me sick. Besides,
I have
Five
no-
was the real boy band.
I have no regrets.
I have absolute none whatsoever. I still listen to some of those music in my downtime.
And I'll admit, When the Lights Go Out on 5 is a darn good song.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it is. I like that.
Alright,
I like
ready
that
for the-
slam dunk song. 5 will make you get down. Oh yeah.
Ready for the final episode, Toffee?
Final
right.
episode. Yes, let's do this.
See ya.
Oh my gosh.
All right, press play. All right, there's a way to have it up.
Wait.
No, it's
I'm gonna put this in the screen so I can keep an eye on this thing. So that way, okay. Yes.
All right, everyone have it up.
Yes.
All right, press play in 3. Wait, second, do you have it up?
Yeah.
All right, press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh,
All right, everybody.
For the final time.
One more time. time. Here we go.
You got a little
weird.
a little wild.
I'm from another dimension.
Got a little
weird.
weird.
Gonna have a good time. I'm from another. Come on, baby.
Yeah.
What we talking?
Rainbow.
Rainbows.
I'm
I'm
talking
talking
about
picture.
ba, 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 ba.
It's gonna get a little weird.
Gonna get a little
Whoa,
wild.
I ain't from
Around here. I'm from another dimension.
Right.
Oh. Jeez.
What the heck?
Say hello to propaganda.
Oh, and he's taller in all these pictures too. Actually, how do we know that Ludo is not being a half-decent king as far as keeping the place organized and such?
Hey.
Morale is low.
Well, okay, that is a point off.
Oh God!
Oh no!
Children! Oh God!
Hmm.
Oh. Oh!
Oh my God!
Let's go! Oh! Oh!
That was the plan. Like,
Okay.
borderline just an open fight.
Nice.
Dang it! The power of the spiders is too strong.
Oh my God! Yes.
Hmm.
Ah!
What did you think was going to happen?
Ow! Why? It doesn't hurt.
Hmm.
Ow. Oh.
Ooh my! It's in place of my abs.
Oh boy.
Ah!
Nice.
Oh, Neopets!
I'm not sure anyone has much of a choice on Ludo being in charge.
Oh. Oh.
Oh shit.
Okay. How is that the
Oh. Eh. Whispering spell. Oh God.
Marco keep always starting resistances, revolutions.
The frog.
Moon. Whoa. Oh God. Wow.
Ooh. What the fuck?
Ooh. Yep. Okay. They went inside. Oh! Oh, God! Oh! Oh, God!
So I don't know.
Ah!
And Nightmare
Whoa.
Fuel.
Okay, Star Toffee Mono a Mono.
Oh, God!
Oh dear.
Okay!
Dang.
Goofy! Ew, that's so gross.
So he can just turn the magic back on after she killed it.
Ugh. Eh. Oh, now I get it. Okay. Oh, God.
And Nightmare Fuel number 2.
Oh my God, he's back.
Oh!
Ew. The one don't work.
It's only a once.
Because it's stars.
Oh! Oh!
Oh.
Yeah, but
Well, that didn't work.
That's my suit.
okay. Shit.
Damn.
Alfie's cold-blooded.
Oh, yeah.
Like a reptile should.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
gone.
Nightmare Removal Fuel number 3.
Ooh. I. Hmm.
Yep.
This.
Mm.
Oh. New unicorn.
It's a warnicorn.
Wait. Okay.
Wow, it's purified.
Boom, baby.
Mm,
Oh,
yeah.
double horns.
Sailor Moon wand.
And on the
Sailor
third
Moon.
day, on the third.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Sailor Moon. Yep.
Yes. Ooh.
Sailor Star. Sailor Star. Whoa.
Okay.
Nice.
What? Oh.
For kids.
Yeah.
Nice.
So did I.
Hmm.
That was certainly a better climax than Moon versus Toffee. Oh God. What the hell? What the? Ludo!
Yep.
Yeah. Well, oh, yeah.
No.
Well,
Living for days, starving.
Did he just say intimacy issues? What the hell? What the hell, Ludo?
The Eagles are coming. The Eagles are coming.
yes, and it really is a Lord of the Rings Sunday. And hey,
It wasn't that bad.
Ooh.
And the eyes open wider or something. Well, or
Nope.
that. I was close.
All right. Now it's sort of have a little wrench in everyone's mood from hopefully a good mood. Season 3 will continue.
Yay!
In November.
You haven't let it out. Why?
Why have you forsaken us, Disney XD?
Yeah, this is pretty much the exact reaction I was expecting.
So long.
Why? I thought we were going
that was actually.
You took me off.
I think we can all...
Oh man, how many days have we got until November? Wait, we're still in July. Oh
4 months.
Man.
Dang it.
Yeah, I know. Like it's not my reaction. Pretty much the same. I learned it because I seen the trail. They actually have a little teaser of it. Actually, I'm gonna grab that up. They have a teaser for the rest of the season, but like it was pretty much the catcher's like, oh yeah, and starts in November. Like everyone's like, what?
Oh, man.
Yep.
Well, good thing they had this movie.
Which makes me wonder. I wonder if they're gonna keep. I wonder if they're going to. I wonder if they're actually going to change the
intro again and outro.
Yeah, intro. Like they actually don't have to change much. You just have to change the stuff for Ludo because the rest probably still fits with the rest of the season.
I would say please don't change the intro. It's too good.
All right.
Heck, maybe Ludo's going to decide that he's bad after all, or that he.
Here's the well, the thing wasn't lose it. I think it was Toffee Ludo in the opener with his green eyes.
Yeah.
And hand wand. So like that's why I say I wonder if they're actually going to change that part in particular.
Okay.
And here's the teaser.
Is everyone paused at 0 seconds?
Wait, there's a teaser?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, at 0.
0. All right. Press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Yeah, so we'll be dealing. So we'll be dealing with we'll be dealing with Eclipsa next.
Yeah, but Chorwick is an interesting. Like, actually, I do like how they set her up this these special. Where basically, for the hints I'm getting from her, she seems to be sort of like the opposite villain of Toffee. where Toffee is a calm, cool, collective villain. Like he thinks plans ahead. He doesn't really show his emotions often. From what we've seen of Eclipsa, she's very much like Star, where she gives into her emotions, sort of like funny, comedic, but I have a feeling she's going to be dark underneath. Sort of like if basically an anti-Star, where if Star didn't have a conscience behind, like, because when Star messes up, she realizes she messes up or does something wrong that hurts people. Imagine if she didn't have that.
So
I mean, just did whatever she
basically,
wanted.
if Star didn't give a crap.
And she seems more she seems more like cunning than Star.
I feel like it's also more of like maybe like it's not even like a facade, like this is just normally how she acts, and like you don't see like how bad it is, but it's like the Joker. It's just like,
that actually
she just does.
I just want to bring up I want to bring up actually funny things fan pointed out from a review of the first episode. Remember like the little joke about B4? The vending machine of Calypso was like B4.
Yeah.
The funny coincidence about that, B4 is actually one of the most famous chess moves, where he basically set up a sacrificial pawn.
And that's what Mewni
And remember, River was playing chess. Remember, River was playing chess with Marco in the dungeon in the later part, and 2 episodes down.
So either Moon or River is going to be set up for a sacrificial something.
Yeah, and you can even sort of tell, like people say, like, "Oh, she seems good." Yeah, she seems good, but like if you just watch some of her mannerisms, like when she says, "Oh yeah, I lost my mom at a young age too," and she glances away before glancing back.
Right, she could be
and
lying.
Like, and even know that, even though like you catch up, like they have these sort of eye movements whenever people are lying throughout the episode to do sort of similar things, including like the last one was like, Glossaric, where like he was like, "Oh, it's just soup," and he looked away, like glanced away and glanced back when Star was like dipping down. So like, it was just like interesting, like sort of mannerism. But again, I even sort of joked about how she's sort of like a dark Mary Poppins, where she's sort of like funny and sort of goofy, but she does sort of like she's overall dark ambitions, sort of thing.
Right. Yeah, she does seem like a dark Mary Poppins anyway. She could be like, okay, everything is very unorderly, so I'm going to set you on fire and then levitosa you and then mess up everything.
You know, like
but there's like sort of like a go ahead. You know,
I was gonna say like maybe she does like the reverse of like her flying in with like the umbrella, like it's like everyone else flying away as she's just saying bye bye to her enemies.
Well, the thing is, like, as you remember, if you remember back to her like Queen picture, her like wand was an umbrella. But going back to like this is a very interesting thing, because some people like, this is one thing we can talk about, is like, do you think Toffee is gone for good, or he was dead, or he will be resurrected or something like that? Which I sort of see 2 routes for this. Like one, Toffee does come back at some point, either like they have to fully finish him off, but that's what releases Eclipse sort of thing, or he does come back. Where I could see him coming back as basically like Slade off of Teen Titans, where like Trigon brought him back from the dead. And I could see a very similar role where basically he's a minion of Eclipsa, but he has his own objective underneath all that. So they actually might work somewhat together.
Right.
But either way, this seems to be setting up that Toffee Roy, even though he's so cold and calculated, he's just a mid-boss. That's sort of the scary thought.
So you think there's like a power behind Toffee?
Well, at least how he got his information about the wand, because remember, before Toffee jumps into the wand, he never uses any magic at all. He doesn't. All he had is like his mind and super regeneration is like what he had going for him.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute. So maybe that makes sense. Exactly what happened at the end of season 1. Eclipsa must have been the one who told about the sleeping spell.
So Eclipse so this is kind of like a Darth Vader Emperor Palpatine kind of crap. And Eclipse is really the one behind this, and Toffee's like her lackey. Didn't they say something? Didn't they say something that Eclipsa liked monsters?
Yes.
No,
yes,
she married a monster.
She's a freak.
He's a super freak.
Super freak. She's super
freaky.
freaky. Yow. Eclipsa's a freak.
But
Oh wait.
Oh, well, Jenn will pop back in a second. I want to wait to make my comment about that. But so, do you all think Toffee will be going through this? Do you think Toffee's dead, or he'll be coming back at some point?
To be honest, they really did not
There it is.
do more than lightly touch upon him. We didn't get to see very much of what he was after the first time. We didn't even see what he intended to do really this time. He wants to undo what the Queen did to him before. His flashback was very brief. His reemergence and subsequent defeat was very brief. I feel like if they had anything they wanted to do with him at all, they've got loose ends to tie up. But I mean, the only thing stopping me from saying, "Oh yeah, he'll be back," is I don't know how these writers think. A lot of the time they seem to be kind of flying by the seat of their pants.
Right.
I also kind of think in the sense of this movie, I'm gonna have to make a little bit of a comparison to My Little Pony in a bit, but it's kind of I feel like the way they showed the past conflict, it's kind of sort of it felt very anticlimactic. But then when they showed the other anticlimax, as I called it, with River and the monster, it then hit me. We were thinking about it, we were probably thinking about it only in the way of feral monster and such. It's this is a world in which monsters are sentient, basically have prejudice against humans for their history and such. And basically, because of this body motion miscommunication,
right,
led to the terror. And it just was what the? You mean to tell me all this was just from miscommunication?
Oh my gosh!
But, going back, I do want to comment on Toffee's plan, because people have brought up was it only to get his finger and that was his. I feel like there are 3 points to Toffee's plan. One was to get back his finger, and wasn't for a power reason or anything like that. It was just sort of a pride, because for Toffee, he always thinks he's even his death speech, he's I'm always a step ahead of everyone. And that was his finger being gone forever was just sort of symbolizing that permanent reminder that, yeah, you lost. And so which is an annoyance for him and something he wants to get revenge for. Right. And that's even why he really wants to get his finger back. That's step part 1. He really just wants to get back because there's a pride reason behind it. 2, he does want his revenge for the against the humans for whatever, because remember he really did want to. He was a rogue general that wanted to conquer the kingdom for whatever reason. We don't know that yet, but there's that also. But he just wanted to get revenge for what Moon did, where basically she scared away his army and just ruined his whole plan just by basically pouring magic out of her rear end, just to sort of something she can plan for. But going back to that, his second part was to corrupt the magic stream, because he was not just corrupting the wand, but the wand seemingly is connected to all the magic on Mewni. Because when the wand was starting to go on the fritz, every magic in Mewni was also going out. Because remember, when they were talking about when the kingdom king was sort of failing at his job. It wasn't just he was failing, all the magic safeguards were going out too. The magic force field was down. The magical moat, which I don't know how it worked, was down. The magical triangle cones, where I have even less idea how those work, were down too. But the idea is basically he was going after the one thing that defeated him in Mewni, which was the magic. He corrupted that. And the way he also set it up was Star was going to be trapped in there forever, was seems to be part of his plan. Basically trapped the current owner of the wand, so the wand and all of her magic sources from it will be done forever. That was part 2 of his plan. And part 3, sort of going along with all this, is basically just to screw over Mewni, because look how much of a wreck it is right now.
Right.
So basically, his three parts of his plan is basically to screw over Mewni, like get his finger back, to basically say, you don't beat me, I beat you, sort of thing, like that. Take away that pride loss and just go, well, I get over this. 2 is to just basically cancel out the one thing that can defeat him, Mewni, and basically get revenge by doing that, by corrupting the wand. And 3, just basically all the damage he did to Mewni. So that's why I say, that's how I think we break down what his overall objectives were. So it wasn't just the finger, but also all the things that went with it.
Right.
Well, the problem with that, like with the finger itself anyway, is that the Queen and the show itself acts, well, the entire time, but especially at the moment he gets it back, that is some kind of significant triumph for him that we should be worried about. The fact that it allows him to get his pride back should mean nothing to the Queen. That doesn't stop any of her objectives from being accomplished. That should be the least of her worries. And not only does she seem to think that that puts them in a worse position, but so does the show. The dramatic, horrifying music as he gets it back, and I mean, it allows him to get his form back, but I mean, it's not very well established what we've lost there or what we have to be worried about. So I mean, at least as as rising action, I don't think it was very well done.
Well, again, also I think going back to what was I going to say? That is like, I feel like, again, we don't really know. Like, it wasn't necessarily a show. Like, the two people who were afraid to give it back to him were Moon, who is just in general terrified of Toffee and doesn't know, like, understand him, because she defeated him when she was a child, and she's still sort of scarred about Toffee because he killed her mother, and that's why she's so panicked about him possibly killing Star too. But like, she doesn't know how Toffee works and all that, so that's why she was sort of, I feel, in general, afraid to give the finger. And also, there's the aspect like they may have also.
She got the finger.
But also, she might have just thought that like giving the finger gave him power back, or possibly she knew that if it was enough of a source to regenerate his body or whatever. I feel there is enough justification to explain why she wants to keep it away from him. But she's like, I know him getting his fingers back is bad, but I don't know why. I feel it was like why she was doing it, sort of thing.
But come to think of it, Moon knows nothing about. I don't think Moon knows that much about Toffee. And come to think of it, she doesn't know anything about monsters either.
Like, she knew only a little bit about the lizards from like what the past shows us.
Right.
That was really it. She didn't know about like Toffee's machinations. I mean, Star has more exposure to Toffee than even Moon does, and she gets a framed picture of it in her portrait in the room.
Right. Right.
Yeah, well, this is, I mean, like a common, line of thought when like bits like this come up in shows. Okay, well, from a character perspective, I mean, we can sort of put together what they might have been thinking that would fit within the bounds of this. But I feel like
also, I just thought.
What's so good?
I just thought because there's, remember she didn't even know that the finger was free from her wand. Like, she only found out about that from Toffee because he told her, I'm coming for my finger. So was that actually part of Toffee's plan to make her try to protect his finger and take it along so he could make a trade later?
Because
like, that's, I was trying to figure, it's like, why did she even know about the fingers? Like, oh yeah, he told her about that.
Well, he did apparently want it back for real, but I mean, that's a direction they could have gone. That might have been fun.
I mean, like, at the very least, in the showcase for Toffee, in this entire, we could consider this the finale for, like, at least for now, for Toffee.
The Toffee arc.
Right.
It's like, all in all, in the end, even though he was calm, collected, and confident, his underlying flaw was his pride in the end.
His pride and over-reliance on plans. Like, he never, like, because, like, what always got him in both times was he basically didn't calculate in something like that. Like, he didn't calculate her finding a spell that could kill, incapacitate, like, the lizard people. Or the second time, well, this time, he thought he had Star trapped forever in the wand. And even with Lostric established, no one's ever done that before. remember each other. So it's like,
yeah.
Slight overconfidence, but anyway. But what I was saying before though was that okay, as far as good storytelling, that it's not necessarily like okay, can you is it possible that it's not a contradiction to character motivation? There's also whether it's like effective storytelling just from the sheer delivery of it, and like okay, if Toffee only wanted his finger back because it's a pride thing, that's not how it was presented to us. That or well, okay, we know that somehow let him get his true form back for what good that did. But I mean, like, but anyway, assuming that the pride thing was at least part of it, then okay, that was not like really what was focused on. That's not how it was played. That like, and as the climax, it. I'm sorry that
I was
very distracted there, but and yeah, as the climax, it's sort of it's all very vague. It's all very loosely put together, and I mean it. I feel like it feels a bit improvised as far as like from the perspective of the writers themselves.
I would actually disagree with you second. I feel like the way that the reason why I say it's a very good showing of Toffee and Pride is the fact that they didn't leave traces of it at all. Like that's just how good Toffee is at keeping up the usual facade he has of being like this mastermind who follows through plans in great detail and such. And like the reason why I feel like it's quite apparent is like there's only like a few moments in which like he releases like the insanity that he must feel like via like those crazy outbursts from like the season 1 finale. Let's see, the season 2, like during season 2, and then like at the very end of the season 3 premiere, like he doesn't say it and like in his usual composed voice. He's just like this gargling, like hyperactive, like tense mess of a slime, essentially, like just say, like not in control and just is like, you can't stop me, like I'm like I just feel like
I have no idea how any of this is in any way connected to what I said.
Hey. Oh, what? Okay. Maybe not. I was just trying to connect it in the way of like counteracting it, but I guess I wasn't clear enough. It's been such a long time since I actually tried to argue with people when I usually don't, but hey, here's me trying.
Well, I mean, like, okay, my thing is like, okay, how the getting his finger back played into his plan, how that was something they had to prevent, and yeah, how him getting it back was our climax. That okay, they didn't establish how it benefited him very much, or even what he lost by not having it in the first place. And I mean, and for that matter, for like even what little good it does seem to do him, like what it's completely undefined. They don't actually say at all what he did get. They don't even try to fill any of it in for us. They just kind of play like, ooh, doesn't it kind of look significant? Isn't the music dramatic? But I mean, so, okay. That's it. So trying to define, well, at least trying to define what my problem with it was, I feel like it's kind of late and my thoughts are a bit scattered right now. But anyway, you think that it was an effective climax then, if you're contradicting me?
I wasn't contradicting you on that per se, because like it definitely wasn't like showing like the actual value of like him getting the finger back, and I felt like it really held back in some spots in which like constantly Moon was like withholding a star and such, and it was getting a bit grating, like even around the time of like Bullfrog even agreeing with Moon upon them agreeing they're good parents, essentially. Like it just felt like Star had like the right mentality, just no idea, like being like off the cuff and such. And kind of showed Moon in like in a very negative light, which while it is good for like showing her as a flawed character, doesn't really show her as like she wasn't making like the right decisions in like in the time of need, just only really running away and probably expediting Eclipse's eventual return, probably.
Actually, I want to get. That's actually one thing I really liked about this finale. I mean, movie is how it story. We got to watch this slow breakdown of Queen Moon. Because remember, like, if you go back, let's say this is actually part of a 5-part with the season finale last season. She was a proud, like, sort of like warrior princess. We go from that to like look at the last episode when she's like freaking about Eclipse. She is broken. Like when she thinks Star is dead, she is like just broken. Like her Eclipse's spell is like eating up her arms. Like her like mental state is like in shatters. She just can't like. I love just seeing that. Like we get to see her broken down. Like I mean, it's horrible for her, but it's just so good, interesting characterization for a kids show.
That I could definitely agree with. It's like very different than like.
Also,
oh, sorry.
I just want to add one thing. They also were not afraid to use the D word. They said several people were dead and killed, unlike a certain other show, which has been going on for 7 seasons and cannot confirm that 2 parents are dead.
I was going to go into comparison with that other show in particular, with the season 4 finale, in which while that one didn't particularly put the blame on certain princesses, this one I feel is a better showing of the flawed of majesty of the Queen Moon here, and it's like very much humanizes her. It humanizes her, and it kind of showcases like it kind of made me realize one thing from the very start. She always had those gloves. It was always hidden from us, those dark roots in her arms, essentially. Like that, like that was something really interesting. Like. They've been planning this from the very beginning, and I like this pre-planning. Like Moon's like eventual like a downfall, essentially. like pretty soon, like the posh prince, the posh queen is essentially like she's gonna have to find one way or another to like either improve her, or else she's gonna literally be the actual sacrificial pawn for Eclipse. And she's like the most likely to die in that case. Which, oh man, definitely dark parallels going on there with like what was just mentioned here. But like it's only like in some parts of like the of a movie, like I feel like the storytelling is really good. While like the part where Second mentioned about like Toffee and the finger, like. I felt like I kind of very much agree with him, like in how unfocusing was and how it could get a grading on some points in which it was brought up like the after effects. And lastly, I was just wondering during the 3rd episode or the 4th episode, or which Moon was like there freeing like a Marco from like the prison, her diamonds were glowing and she was able to slash those like handcuffs. I'm like, I thought magic wasn't working. How do you explain that?
It's working, but very lightly. Like, remember when she spat out the flames? Like where she was like sparking the flames. So like she has some magic, but not enough to like really do much. That she used what magic she had left to basically just reinforce her arms to cut through the chains.
Like the only reason why I feel like it's confusing because like earlier she mentioned that she had no magic left. That's why I was like that sort of information. It just made that super confusing for me, and I might not fully accept that, but hey, it's at least something of an explanation.
I mean, yeah, if she actually did like a magic spell that like unchained him, I feel I could understand what you're saying. But like I just feel like she was just scraping some magic just to reinforce, like, because usually when it comes to magic, like reinforcing your own physical strength is like the lowest level of magic in most fictions.
That
is probably the least of their worries, but it does feel a tad sloppy to have her say like, okay, now my magic is completely gone, and the next scene, no, it's not. Well, not next scene, but then later on, no, it's totally not. It's like, or that it technically is not, however you want to phrase it. But contradicting statements contradict.
So,
but I mean, yeah, like it is I think a bit of an indicator, like I said, of well, I don't want to quite say sloppiness, but like the maybe the sort of rambling quality that this wasn't the most weren't always the most tightly written episodes I've seen.
It feels like it's very, very thematically like set up nicely, and some parts, while in some plot structures it just didn't go well. But
I just want to get. I might as well ask, like, what are your overall thoughts in this movie? Like the core, thumbs up or thumbs down.
I thought it was great. It was great in setting up an epic struggle and one thing that Star always does really well is almost always does really well is it leaves you excited for the next episode and such. And there was plenty of there were some definite humorous moments in there, but there was anything slapstick or random enough that took away from the core of it, which was Mewni's survival, pretty much. So they kept the original meaning in there pretty good. The score got really epic, and yeah, I can't wait for November.
For me, I would definitely. There's one thing I really like to comment on this episode, like. That was already established from before, but I feel like this movie made like the best use of it, and that is the ugliness and like disgustingness, like as like a common thread for like Mewni, like it's a part of its aesthetic. And I liked how like you actually feel very grossed out about a lot of stuff, like first about like the corrupted magic of that coffee tainted, and also like when Star is like talking via like Ludo, and then Moon is just like kissing Ludo, and I'm like, oh my god, Ludo, oh god, like it just felt like,
well, that's an indicator that she lost her marbles.
Like she had no disregard. It's like, my daughter's in there, I must kiss it. I must kiss the container that she's in.
Oh my gosh! Again, she lost her marbles.
Yeah, like I just feel like they made that ugliness like very much like a core aesthetic in making Mewni like a lot more of a realistic fantasy place,
right?
In many parts, kind of makes you feel like if that place were to exist, like. You might not want to go there in some cases for wish fulfillment if like you were a super clean freak, but like the rough and tumble is like, feels more like a muddy world to me, like sham. But continuing on, like I felt like there were some things that were unresolved, like we didn't see what really happened to like Glossaric, like
right,
yeah. Like that felt like a really weird point to like forget, since like, is he still in that place in which no one has ever been, or is he back in this temple?
Right, like where the heck were they anyway? That's gonna boggle me for a bit.
Yeah, but hopefully, like maybe like the next episode that might come in November might be able to shed light on the fallout of the Battle of Mewni situation. I mean,
I sure hope so,
because we still have the council who is still at that temple, essentially still,
right?
And also,
we didn't even see them revive, technically, did we?
Yeah, we didn't see them revive.
No, we've seen them getting revived, but we haven't seen them like talking.
Getting revived, but yeah, they don't like reemerge or anything.
Yeah.
You know, like the thing, you know, it re-emerges. It shows their things popping up, and then with their bodies, like not like eyeless. So it shows, yeah, they're getting back to good, except for Lekmid. Lekmid still seems to be gone.
It's hard to come back from being a pile of dust.
Yep.
That's your Phoenix.
And then you could just get be reborn by fire, get destroyed by fire, and then reborn by fire again, and keep going and going and going and going and going.
Yeah. But I also kind of like how like everything ended like from the starting point of season 2, essentially, with like the dipping in part. And it was like, well, give the time. And it was like, I don't care about the heat, even though it's burning me.
Hey, actually, I have it paused right now at the scene with Arena Ravia. All their eyes are back to normal, and they have like this "what the hell just happened" sort of look on their face. Except for I can't say about the time guy. I can't seem the time guy though. DuckTales is ruining that.
The time guy.
The DuckTales thing down there. It's like, yeah, like don't forget about DuckTales. Don't forget about DuckTales.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we know about DuckTales.
But I honestly wonder, like, if that's part of the reason that the series is getting not till November, because I think they're trying to line their shows up more, where they're not overlapping, having too many at once. Because DuckTales starts up early August, incidentally with Voltron. That's something to look forward to. And everything. But like with the DuckTales, I feel like that's their next push for like the next 3 months is trying to push DuckTales and also Star Wars Rebels, but there's sort of like those are like the two things that are coming. And then like the next wave into the like last of the year is going to be Star focused. Now, I won't mind to wait too much if they actually do like another Star Bomb, because that was pretty awesome. It'll be a little weird if we just go like wait till November and then it's like, here's one episode. A week later, here's another episode.
Well, I mean, it was fun to to see Star back and then to see everybody back and to, finally get some progress on all this stuff we've been waiting for. I still think it was a disappointment. Like, I think, the perfect encapsulation of like every problem I have in this movie is episode 2 with Ludo and Glossaric, with Ludo trying to get the book to let him write in it. They just this whole 4-part story that we're curious about. They slow it down to have him play Wile E. Coyote with the book and some sort of Mac gags, and it's like, so what? Holy heck, huge character revelation mixed with significant moment that changes everything. You totally could have done exactly the same thing in half the time. Like, it's the stuff it focuses on, like it chooses to focus on the oddest of things at points that have nothing to do with like where the momentum was at. Like, okay, we left off last season. Marco is like ripped apart from Star. She takes everything with her. He's left with like, absolutely no explanation and no way back to her. And I mean, and they even start his first appearance is him still at that point, like he's just missing her with absolutely nothing to do. And then the next time we see him, he's found his way back to Mewni with no explanation. He's just there. That's just like, we can jump past that part to him being back, and instead we get a story about him and the king trying to figure out how to be what makes a responsible king, like, and not even like in a particularly setting that against what the chaos has done, what Toffee has done, just sort of like, hey, things still need to be organized now that the queen is gone. How is the king going to do that? Like, we spend a whole episode on that, but then Ludo taking over the kingdom happens off screen, except for the very first step of him doing it. It's what it is more than anything else. Toffee is back for like the last 5 minutes. That's the entire face-off with him, and Star defeats him because she realizes she needs to reach into magic soup. Like, I mean, not even. I mean, they set it up like, okay, inside the wand is a green puddle of magic, and then the yellow flecks are stars, and she needs to, okay, bring out the life in those, like use those to counter Toffee's part. But there's not. I don't know. She doesn't manage to do that because of a character revelation. She doesn't manage to do that because of, an act like overcoming, because of figuring something out, or even because of like some kind of action trope, sometime of like fighting her way through it. She fails to get it, and then she decides to reach into magic soup, and she does get it. So Toffee is defeated because the episode made something he didn't know about a thing. What else? Ludo takes over the kingdom with the rat. Well, that's a relatively small one, but I mean, yeah, it's just. I mean, that's not even to say it doesn't have like stuff that, okay, we do want to see. We do want to see Marco sneaking about the castle and figuring out how to set people free and make progress. We do want to see Star calling on Buff Frog to figure stuff out, and the Queen realizing that he's just as protective of his kids as she is of Star. But I mean, it all amounts to nothing. Marco like sneaks somebody out and then gets captured again, and nothing is accomplished. Star sneaks out of the Queen, goes in with no plan whatsoever, and probably the worst plan, in fact, like just go up to Ludo and start punching him in his throne room with his guards. Like, Buff Frog and the Queen, like the payoff to that is they show up when they realize Star is gone and help out with the fight. It's I don't know. It feels like it's trying to keep the slice of life in there, and it's kind of disjointed, much like my thoughts on it right now. And it's kind of rambly, and I feel like it's like not in a hard hit it in a way that hits the right marks. It feels like kind of like wide swings. They're just sort of all over the place, and they don't. They're more. What is it? They're more like scattered shots than they are like fun-loving frivolity or anything like that. What is it? It's not
but
the.
I somewhat agree. I can sort of agree, see where you're coming from, because I feel like this would have been, if it was they were going for a movie format, it would have been better and tighter if they would have only done 3 episodes. And because some of the 2 center episodes were, for the most part, filler. Like they have some key moments to them, but like it really could have been condensed down to 1 episode or have parts lost. With I think the important one being like, except for like the one I felt that you really need to stay in there was the one with Star, her mother, and Buff Frog, because that I felt was a very important episode establishing the tension between monsters and humans. But I think a lot of the other ones were like not really necessary.
And I think even a couple more, like what Marco teaming up with the characters we met last season, the artist characters, that could have been fun. That could have amounted to something. It goes nowhere. It amounts to they can be in chains without me. I'm cool with that. Like Star with Buff Frog, that was working really well. It amounts to
the chain thing was because they were literally
start fighting.
Well, the chain thing was because they literally were about to like just sing Marco to death.
Yeah, they were useless.
Like,
they turned out to be useless. That's what Marco should have done to them. But what the writers should have done to them, if that's all they were going to do with them, is get them off screen a good 20 minutes before that.
yeah, I will agree. Like, my personal biggest issue with this is I feel Marco is basically an afterthought through this episode, this movie. Like he has some cute, like basically the main part, Marco's like his cute reunion with Star, and then his emotional reaction to her death. It was like those are 2 moments, but that was more or less it. Like we don't see his, because like even when Star is still the lead, it's one of the best things is seeing how Marco influences Star. Like and here we just don't really see Marco's just mostly there for most of it.
Right.
Like I thought there was a great setup. Like here's the thing I actually thought the One King episode, I thought it was a setup right when he got locked out with the crown. It's like, oh my gosh, are they actually going to make Marco temporary king and sort of try to fix everything?
Yeah.
Oh, it's such an interesting. Like nope. They're just he has to nag the king to do his job. Like God dang it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so what? Whoa, huge character revelation. Star is presumably dead. Marco's punching a hole in Toffee because he's so mad at them. Wait, never mind. Star realized to reach into magic soup.
There was also another point I would like to bring up for one of the flaws. I kind of felt like there wasn't really any negative consequences to Star using like the corrupted wand before. It felt super.
Well, it was unstable. It was unstable was a thing. Like that's why she literally sort of blew up part of the sanctuary just by doing a small spell.
Yeah. However, it just was. It helped basically all the time that was used, basically, and I was just like, eh.
Well, actually, on that note, was it Star destroying the magic of the wand? I feel like that didn't I guess it's why the queen spell didn't work afterwards, but although that almost kind of annoys me, like, oh yeah, we have this we have her do this thing that turns out to be totally useless, so we can reverse engineer an explanation for
are you talking about the whispering spell?
Work. Yeah, like Star does the whispering spell to get rid.
No, like that. No, that was the thing is like she figured out at that moment, like, oh wait, that's how Toffee got into wand was the whispering spell. That's why she did it too. Because at first I thought because I seen this before and I was like, oh, she's just sacrificing those. Then I was like watching her reaction to Ludo. She's like, there's a sort of an aha moment when she figures like the last time she seen Toffee, she used a whispering spell. And that's how he got into wand. She realized she needed to do that to get into the wand and try to sort of fix things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like that's not what I'm saying. Rather, that but like what the spell's supposed to do, like ending the magic. It's like it. Well, they're vague at best on whether it does that. It's just which is why it's kind of annoying using it as the only potential explanation for why the queen's attempt doesn't work.
I kind of felt like the cream's attempt
was
only a one-time spell from Eclipse.
Like, no, that only means that she can't use it.
The reason it didn't. No, the reason that that was going back to my Toffee's plan is he trapped Star in the wand was actually part, I feel, of his plans, or trapped the current wand user. So basically, the wand, like it was even said earlier, like it doesn't respond unless you're the actual current user. No, so it goes back. The weird thing is
it responds to both Star and Toffee. It just no matter what way you slice it, it just comes across as very disjointed.
No, this actually, I was just thinking this actually reminds me might be a continuity break because before we have the lobster claw grab it and he instantly got power. So the queen should be able to be like, but he wasn't the wielder of the wand, so.
Well, if he stole it, well, then again, the queen picking it up still counts as bad.
Yeah, that's kind of like, season one.
Just not very.
Well, the main thing,
I could forgive them for a lobster claw. I'm sorry, guys.
I still understand why it didn't work because just literally, if you were to say, like, all the wand's magic was at that point corrupted. Like, that star was in the wand, that was part of it. So even if it's not that, like, switching user thing, I understand why that didn't work. But yeah, that seems to be weird. Like, they seem to be establishing, because before it seemed like the wand was just sort of like an unimportant device where, like, anyone can grab and use it. But now it seems like there's sort of like a chain of, like, you pass it on to someone else and, like, you can't get it back sort of thing.
Yeah. Like, see, this is what you end up thinking about when, like, your episode doesn't have, like, the strongest narrative thread pulling it all the way through. Like, the closest one was Ludo's arc about, like, okay, I have this need to fill, like, I don't want to believe it, I don't want to believe I'm being led, or that this isn't really me. And that, like, half the time he's on screen, they only sort of, it's like, I mean, it's like, granted, you don't need to be, like, explicitly saying it every time, but I mean, like, a lot of the stuff they do with him comes across more like they're just taking time out from it. Like, well, playing Wile E. Coyote with the book is my favorite example, but
Right.
so, but yeah, like, that could have amounted to probably a lot more than it did, and it, heck, even probably could have had more of a payoff than it did, even though turning Ludo good now is significant. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like just, yeah, the how Toffee is slowly, yeah, worming his plan into effect, how everybody's falling for it, or yeah, what it is they don't understand, what it is Star and Marco have learned through all this. I mean, I feel like there could have been stronger narrative threads pulling this through, even if you want to do the, like, sort of disjointed, occasionally cutting back to slice of life approach. It's like, I mean, there's Drunken Fist, and then there's just throwing punches at random.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but I feel like we've been here for like approaching 4 hours. So let's get our final, like, overall final thoughts.
Final statement.
Yes. I guess I'll start. Final statement. I enjoyed it all. And hurry up, November. I enjoyed it all. It was just as epic as epic as it needed to be. A little holes here and there and such, and yeah, November needs to hurry up.
As for me, I really did enjoy the hype of this episode. Like, I definitely would consider it, like, well, maybe not like I feel like maybe it edges out a bit of season 2's finale, in my opinion. And I kind of enjoyed, like, even most of, like, the fillery parts within it. Like, it just felt like the same nonsensical Star, even when it came to, like, the serious moments. And then it just went all out on a creep and gross factor. Like, I was just, like, positively enthralled in it. Just loved all of it. Just loved all of it. I really hope Star can continue, because this is definitely a better start than what season 2 started out with the first part of the first episode. Even though it came around in the end of this episode, it was like, yeah, that secret closet stuff was one of the most boring episodes of Star I've seen. Yeah.
That is not unfair.
That's not unfair.
No, it is not. Glad I saw it. Not bad. Some really strong moments in there. Great to see everybody back. That said, Marco's relationship with Star dramatically cut off at the end of last season. Toffee's ongoing plan that they've been setting up and ending off last time with the destruction of the entire league and completely curb stomping all the magic in Mewni. The Queen having to throw off her facade and reveal her butt-kicking, complex character side, and Ludo's 2 seasons of character development. They just,
All right. Yeah, I can sort of relate to that, but like overall, I describe this movie as like a flawed gem, whereas in like overall, I still loved it, even though it had flaws. Like I won't not deny I had flaws, but I would still loved it. And the only thing I really hate about is how basically there are unfinished plot threads that are most likely going to be filled out the rest of the season. The rest of the season just means to be 4 months away, which it's such a weird premiere because it seems a very weird choice. But overall, I loved it, but it's flawed, but I loved it is a good way to describe it.
I just remembered something. There was another show in the recent decades that doesn't have the balls to say die, even when it actually happened. Gems.
Oh, Steven Universe. That's right. They won't say whether they won't say die or
Steven
dead.
Universe never said dead.
No, yeah. They never said dead. They just say like when a gem is shattered,
gone,
or they just say Rose is gone.
Shattered a lot.
Shattered.
Well, I mean, they say shattered a lot, but they never ever said dead.
No,
they won't say that Rose. At first I alluded that Rose was dead in a way, but then they just say she's gone. I'm like,
well, I mean, she's her gem is technically still alive. That's kind of
right,
an odd one. But I mean, I mean, if it never occurred to me that they explicitly never said, I mean, if they never have said the word dead or the word death, I'll take your word for it. But yeah, I never had the impression that Steven Universe was
but the weird thing is with Steven Universe, the weird thing is with Steven Universe is that I don't know, their world and setup is so they don't really need to. I don't think they really need to.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I was just only saying that because of something that happened recently, and they very much skirted around death extremely much. Like the closest thing we got was zombie, and that's all I'm gonna tell you.
True.
Moving on.
Yeah, actually, bring up before I head out, I said, how would you feel compared to the recent My Little Pony season finales and openers? Because I know it's something we do have a frame of reference for.
Well,
let me see. Like the last two openers were on the dull side, to be honest. So yeah, I feel like this beats both of those. It's kind of weird. I feel like the season 5 finale of MLP, it annoyed me more, but I can't say it I can't say it was less focused, to be sure. That's a close one. I mean, I feel like I'm leaning towards Star Versus over that, but yeah, I think that those three, they're my least favorite MLP two-parters, and I think they're the ones I'd take this episode over, but maybe no others besides those.
For me, it feels like comparable to a lesser version of Discord's first premiere. In the sense of a bit more
where it's a flawed but good episode sort of thing.
Yeah. It just
there are flaws.
Some things are rushed. Some things are
because there are flaws with the first
no payoff,
episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Return of Harmony. That was the name of it. Yeah, it just feels like that. The sort of pacing of those fillery segments felt a lot similar to the main 6 being discorded and doing stuff to Twilight. But at the end, it felt similar with the rushed climax, but at the same time, I feel like Star has a bit of an edge in a way, just because after the blast, we still got a monologue from Toffee.
True.
Yeah.
I'm not defeated. I still have.
And then Ludo took the last straw.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, since it has 4 parts, I guess that this one. Was it twice as long, or was it? No, it was twice as long. But yeah, I mean, I guess that like overall there might have been more good moments than Star. I feel like minute for minute though, Return of Harmony might outpunch it just because like, I mean, heck, I picked that episode as much apart as almost any episode I ever have on MLP, and I still consider it a great one just because like it's so strong in its individual moments.
True.
I just feel like in Star's case, it's a lot more stronger on the emotional current that it carries with like Moon's distress and constant decline of her sanity. And like, she wasn't really shown as like the strong warrior. Instead, she was just like a one-away mom just concerned of protecting her only daughter.
Right.
Yeah, but that kind of fades in and out of focus too. I mean, we did have like, well, I mean, granted, the Return of Harmony didn't do any better in the focus part, but I mean, we did have Applejack be like actually being legitimately scared the friendship is going to end, like what it takes to make her want to lie. The Pinkie Pie with the surprisingly harsh scene of her being laughed into submission, and Twilight's revelation at being after being sent back the letters she sent Celestia. Like, I mean, I feel like it had its moments of character strength as well. Like we did, like it's almost kind of funny. Like Pinkie Pie's horrible, like her corruption has no payoff. Rainbow Dash's has no setup. It's like, yeah, it's off screen, like they're hinting at like there's going to be some kind of great significance to when they finally get to her, but then it's just a chase scene is the full significance of when Rainbow Dash re-enters the picture.
And then again, it's kind of nice looking back for like the Fluttershy moment in Return of Harmony. Just
like really strong moments is the story of that episode.
No, I mean, like, in retrospect, compared to, like, what they eventually do with her in Discord, just...
The one thing he did not understand was how to corrupt kindness.
There you go.
That is...
He could not corrupt kindness.
But
at that point, second, just drop the mic.
Yeah, I guess we'll see y'all next time, which I think will most likely be Voltron.
Oh well.
We're getting up into season 3 of Voltron.
I'm looking forward to this one.
Definitely.
Oh, and actually, possibly MLP. I think they start up around the same time.
That's true.
August. Wait. You mean Voltron starting up in November too?
August. Isn't it?
That's not that bad.
Voltron in August.
Well, at least that's not that bad. At least in this Star hiatus, we get some Voltron.
Mm-hmm. Which might be my favorite of the 3 right now.
Yeah, I feel Voltron overall is probably the most consistent of the, let's say, MLP, Star, and Voltron. But I still feel Star is probably my favorite overall.
For me, I would say I would definitely agree with Moon Drip over here. Yeah, really do like the consistency of Voltron episodes, but Star is definitely like the emotional highlight that really makes me care about cartoons again. I mean, even compared to Gravity Falls, which, well, that was a well-constructed show. Never got into it as much as the other sci-fi counterpart, in which it also has major respects via creators' respect, which was Rick and Morty.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Rick and Morty. More
back to you on Rick and Morty.
Okay. I don't want to get into that, but anywho, it just reminded me of something about like the recent anime season in which there was like an anime called Fastest Finger First, in which the main character of that looks like Pidge, actually.
But I guess see y'all then.
See ya.
Take care.
Ya.